Kirsty.
And I'm Katie, and welcome to STEMINIST.
Today we're joined by Katie and Hope. They both work at Forth Ports in Grangemouth. Katie is a mechanical engineer and Hope is an electrical engineer, and they're here today to tell us all about what they get up to.
So, Katie and Hope, what is your jobs at Forth Ports and what does it include?
I'm going to have to go first, eh?
Yeah.
Take it for the team.
My job title is a mechanical engineer, and I basically look after all the mechanical assets at the port. So it's anything from cranes to forklifts to straddle carriers. Even sometimes, like, we've got vans as well, so even sometimes the vans. That's basically my job.
That sounds really cool, actually.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm Hope and I'm an electrical engineer, and I'll work on the cranes and all the other equipment, sometimes in offices and stuff as well.
So is that just like all the electricals, like if you were fixing the mechanicals, you'd go in and fix the electricals? Cool. So obviously you had to take a journey to get here. What kind of subjects did you do at school, or was it always something that you had in mind or not?
I was actually the year of COVID when I was sitting my higher exams, but I just carried on from my National 5s and just dropped one subject and took 5 higher. So I did maths, English, physics, chemistry and graphics. So all mine were pretty much STEM subjects, but it kind of just set me up basically for going into an apprenticeship.
Did you always want to go into apprenticeship?
No, so I actually started off when I went to school. I always had an interest in like STEM subjects, but I originally wanted to be like a chemical engineer, and I was going to go to university. And then before that, I was going to go into the Navy as well. I wanted to be a marine engineer.
This is so cool.
But then I was like, nah, no for me. So I decided to go down the chemical engineering route, and then I decided actually, no, I didn't like that either. Like, it took quite a lot to figure out which discipline, because engineering is such like a big broad subject.
Yeah, it's massive.
So many different paths, and even like a mechanical engineer, you can do so many different jobs within that title as well. Like it's not all the same.
It keeps you interested.
And like you say, it'll not be the same bit of equipment. Like sometimes you're on big, massive cranes.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it might be something just a wee bit smaller.
Yeah.
So it totally varies you.
Yeah, definitely.
How about you, Hope?
My subjects weren't really for what I'm doing right now, but I think at school, like, I didn't really know what I wanted to do until like I got later on. And then I'd started applying for apprenticeships to leave school at the end of 5th year, and then I'd got an apprenticeship working somewhere else actually, and I was doing manufacturing engineering, and I was really enjoying it, and I had to look at the other ones I could do, and I quite fancied getting into electrical engineering. So I'd applied for some jobs and then started my apprenticeship here.
Amazing.
Love that. So see how you knew what you wanted to do at school and you didn't know. Did you both go to college and uni, or what was like your journey after school to get to Forth Ports?
Did you have like another job before it, or did you do anything?
So when I was still at school, when I was 16, I worked part-time at McDonald's while I was still working at school and doing my exams. And
you were a busy lady.
Yeah, I left school at the end of 5th year and started an apprenticeship. But I didn't start my apprenticeship at Forth Ports. I started at another company in Grangemouth, but I got made redundant along with like loads of other people, because the company was just on a rundown basically. So I was made redundant halfway through my 2nd year, just about to go into my 3rd year, and I had to find another company. Obviously I wanted to continue my apprenticeship because I was basically
nearly
finished it. So Forth Ports, I did apply for like loads of companies, but Forth Ports was the one that I picked, and it's worked out well for me.
They're both, like, your last one, was that in Grangemouth, you said?
Yeah.
And then Forth Ports is in Grangemouth as well?
Yeah, they've both been in Grangemouth, and they've both been in partnership with Forth Valley College, so all my college work that I'd done just got carried over.
Amazing.
That's good.
So I didn't have to restart anything or redo anything, like it was all just pretty seamless. So
you've had a pretty clear-cut path apart from obviously redundancy.
Yeah, that was the only thing. And I broke my leg as well.
How did you manage that?
I fell off a pavement, so I broke my leg. I broke my leg, and I was off work for like 6-9 months or something.
Oh my god.
So I was meant to finish my apprenticeship last year, but I'm finishing it this year instead, because I got an extension since I snapped my leg in half.
Falling off a pavement.
I know, it was quite impressive.
And what about you, Hope?
I'd worked somewhere else first, and then I went to and done like my NC at college, so that like actually helped. So I had less classes to do for like my electrical NC, because like you could just do the electrical classes of it. When I got my apprenticeship here, so
that's cool. So you just went, you had a job straight to college and then apprenticeship.
Yeah, like
and
it was college part through my old job as well. So I got sent there through my old job, and then obviously through Forth Ports too.
And then see, like what you say is with your college work, so your apprenticeship, does that just all tie in with like Forth Valley? So anything that you're kind of doing on site, or like any reports or anything like that you've done in college, it all just kind of bypasses each other?
Aye, they have slightly changed it now at our company, because when we were going to college, because we're quite a unique, what we do is quite unique, like at the college you'll not have a crane and a straddle carrier and sit in the workshop.
You're going to find a crane just sitting in.
So like it was quite unique what we do, in the bits of machinery that we work on are pretty specialised to a port, so they didn't have that at the college. So we now do all our practical work on site from first year, and you only go to the college one day a week on day release to do like your theory work. So
before it was like you went all week.
Yeah.
And who like invigilates it? So if you're doing like a practical at your work, does somebody from the college come?
Yeah, you get like an assessor. So you've got to write like all your logbooks and stuff, and then you'll submit them online, and then they'll come in and like mark them and go through them and stuff.
So what does your typical day at work look like?
Like what will happen? What did you get up to last night, Hope? So when you started your shift last night, how did it go?
So like when we're on shifts, I'll work with like someone mechanical, and it'll just be like us two, and then we'll get left like, they call it like alternative work. We'll get left out that to work through, and then the rest is like covering breakdowns. So like you can be quite busy doing that sometimes, and then it depends whatever they've left you as well. Like, it can be annoying because you get like called away.
What
from
the day
it.
shift have left you?
Yeah.
And what about you, Katie? What are you getting up to the night when you go in?
Well, I don't know what I'll be doing tonight, but last night my work was just going round getting all the plant readings, so like how many hours they've done. But I was in Rosyth last night, so.
So you can go from site to site?
Yeah, so they've got 7 ports in Scotland, so
oh my gosh,
we can go
anywhere.
No, we cover Grangemouth, Rosyth, Burnt Island, Kirkcaldy.
See, obviously, when you've been coming through school and college, obviously you've had very different journeys. Is there anybody like that's been a role model, or like somebody that you've kind of thought like has given you that inspiration to carry forward into what you're doing? Or was it just
I don't think so.
I don't feel like at school, like obviously you had like female science teachers, but and there's no like nobody came into the school and was like come and
study
like
this.
if it was all men. It was all older men. Like all that was ever advertised was like men. But I remember being at school and there was a massive push for women in STEM. Like when I like second or third year, I did a project that was called Go for Set, and it was a team of 6, and I think I was in second year. But we won it for like the whole of Scotland, and we went to like
amazing.
I know, we went to the park. That's what kind of like sparked my interest in it. Like after I did that, because obviously we won it, and there was 2 girls in that team, but obviously the other 4 people were boys. But that's not because like it's just because the girls weren't interested in doing it. Like it was quite.
I think it's like quite hard, and like you say, see, for a young girl sitting in a classroom and this old guy's coming in to give you a talk on engineering.
It's like your dad talking.
It's not going to be one of them where it's pure inspirational and you're like, oh wow, like they were so cool.
Like even throughout my career, there's not even been any females really that are
until you used to.
Until management, like even in management, there's even at our work, there's no female managers that are in the engineering sector. And like Grangemouth, I don't know if there's ones at the other ports, but there's definitely not any at Grangemouth.
Oh well, you can be the first. You can start going into schools and colleges and stuff, and what's the word? Inspiring everybody else. And what about obstacles? Like, is there anything that's kind of stuck in your path, like, or stopped you from doing what you wanted to do? Like, obviously you were talking about chemical engineering, and then you changed. Do you feel like that was an obstacle, or it was just because you found out that you just didn't want to do that?
No, I think I just found out that I didn't know what to do. When I originally applied for apprenticeships, I applied for like loads of different engineering ones because I just really wanted to leave school. So I was like, get me out of here. So I applied for like every engineering discipline that existed, But when I went for my interview at my old company, it was them that offered me the mechanical engineering one. And I did get offered like other ones, but I was like, do you know what, I'll just take that one because it was like in Grangemouth and like I stay there, so it was just all close to home. And then now I can't imagine myself doing like any of the other ones because I actually really enjoy this one.
Have you ever had to prove yourself in the workplace?
I think you'll always have to prove yourself. See,
That's a really good answer.
you're a woman in a man's world basically, and you're always going to be outnumbered. There's never going to be 6 women in a workshop and 2 men. And if that ever happens, then wow,
Yeah.
I'll be surprised.
It's all about the women in the male fields there.
Yeah, like I don't think that'll ever happen.
Yeah.
Even as much as you push it, like, and I don't think it will, because you've just not got the interest.
It's like a whole alternate universe it would need to be for it to be like a women's world in that sort of field.
Yeah. And it's not like they underestimate you. It's just I think women and men are very different. So like I don't think they would ever think that you can't do something, but you definitely, as soon as like you meet someone, like I remember when I first started, I used to get asked all the time, why do you want to do engineering? Like it's just like not a lot of girls do this. Like,
why not?
But like it's like, would you ask a boy that? Why does it matter?
That is so true actually. Like would they ask a boy like why are you here? Because they wouldn't get that question. They were just accepted.
I mean,
right
I get
in.
they're probably curious because I mean, Hope was the first girl that Forth Ports ever employed in engineering, and then I was
The first?
Paving the way.
yeah, she was. And then I was second.
So it's just you two that's there?
It's just us two.
That is it?
Really?
No other
That's
women?
insane.
No, and even like I've done like a few of the apprenticeship days, like when they've been hiring and stuff, and they've not had any interest really from girls.
I think it's gotten even worse recently.
Yeah, it's definitely got worse.
You'd think it would start to get better now because there is such a push, like on social media. Even TikTok's got its own like STEM.
Yeah, I've seen
reel
that
now.
actually.
I was like scrolling at the top and I was like, what is that? Like, why is that STEM? And it's just all STEM stuff.
Yeah.
And then like even when you're scrolling, it's all trying to promote women in science. There's like so many groups now, but like obviously Falkirk is just maybe isn't benefiting from everything that's getting put out there now. If you are only two sitting in Forth Ports.
What would you say your proudest moments are so far with being in the job and your journey?
You better go because I answered the last one. I just feel like I keep talking. That's all I'm going to get when we go back to work. I should finish that.
What are my proudest moments? Let me have a wee think.
Mate, you won Apprenticeship of the Year, come
Oh,
on.
I should mention
You should probably mention that.
So you didn't answer, but you answered. Just jogging, you need a wee spark in your mind there.
I know, I can't think of
So
it.
who was that with? Was that, what are they called again? Is it like CAD Awards or something? Is that them? No.
Yeah, it's Skills Development Scotland.
Right.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So Apprenticeship of the Year?
Yes, I won Net Zero Apprentice of the Year. So I got like nominated for that, put forward for that. I had to do like loads of these like video talking things for that. But, yeah, and then we had like a wee awards night and I won that. So
Fantastic.
So you got to get dressed up, go to the awards,
Yeah.
have a good night, bring a trophy
good.
home.
Yeah, I got a wee.
That's good though. You can maybe have that coming now.
Oh, no.
Have you learned any lessons from anything that's maybe set you back, or like any valuable lessons that you would kind of take into the future with you?
Well, see, when I first started Forth Ports, I came from a company that was really small. So I maybe had like 4 tradesmen, and I was with one person every day for like 6 months, and I just rotated round. So my relationship with like my tradesmen was brilliant. And then I came to Forth Ports, and I was like, didn't know what to do. Like I'm really loud, and like I just was loud all the time. But obviously not everyone likes loud, so I found that really difficult. Like settling in to
Just
start
trying
with.
to kind of find your balance of where you fit in.
Yeah, basically. Like see, when I first started it, I really didn't like it. I did not like working there.
Oh,
Like I used to say to Hope all the time, like I reckon if Hope wasn't there, I probably would have left.
Moral support, I love that. You both put each other.
But it's fine now because obviously I've been there like 2 years or 3 years actually.
Are they used to you being loud now?
Yeah, well I've found my balance. I'm not as loud as I used to be.
I was really quiet when I started actually. I think like me and Kate both like balanced each other out a wee bit.
We were like total opposites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
until Katie started, like I was like,
yeah, everyone used to say that she like basically didn't speak. And like I came in and they were like, oh my god, and then she like when she was
Hope's got a voice.
yeah, they were like, Hope actually talks. And I was like,
It must have been.
it's like, yeah, what do you mean?
It must have been such a relief for you seeing Katie
Yes.
walk through like the door to like finally another girl, and obviously you are both like roughly about the same age.
Yeah, there's only like
So-
3 years between us.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like a good mix there. Like I
Yeah.
think Forth Ports knew what they were doing bringing Katie in.
What would your advice be to like someone in school who's wanting to go into like an apprenticeship or a STEM career? Like, what would you say to like a young girl?
like go for it. I think like if it's what you're interested in, I think yeah, like you'll get on fine. Like I wouldn't worry about anything.
Mm-hmm.
You've definitely got to be thick-skinned though.
Could have a wee backbone.
Like you can't. I don't think you can go into an industry like this and expect everyone around you to change how they are and how they behave just because you're there.
Yeah, that's a valid point. To be fair, yeah.
Like I know that we're always going to be the minority, but I don't think they should have to change how they behave or anything just because they've now got a woman there.
You've got such a wise wee head on your shoulders.
But that's probably because Hope like was the first girl. Like I remember when
Like we have got some better things now.
yeah, we've got better things, like they improved like all the amenities and everything for us when we eventually like
you would never even think about that because obviously
like a shower and
Well, yeah,
everything
there's
because they
nothing
never had that
before.
before because they didn't have a girl, so why would they need a separate shower?
yeah.
But now we've got like our own toilet and like separate showers and everything in our changing room.
Love that.
But like they never had that before. They had to basically rebuild half the workshop to like
So yeah.
yeah.
So they're already doing like anything they can to better it. That's actually really good.
Yeah.
Fair play, Forth Ports. Like.
Have you had like any other involvement in STEM? Like out with like
Workshops or like obviously you're coming here today, so that would be like classed as like involvement and volunteering. Do you do like? You've ever been into like the schools or anything? Or?
I've been to like a few of the careers events. I went to the one at my old high school, but even when I went there was like one girl that spoke to me. Like, and even then, like, she was there with all her pals and they were all saying, oh, I want to do nursing. She was like, yeah, I want to be a joiner. And I was like, go for it.
yeah.
Go for it.
Like, what's stopping you? She was
Exactly.
like, oh, well, I'm scared I'm going to be like the only girl. And I was like, who cares if you're the only girl? I was like,
That's
you're probably
right.
going to be the only girl forever. Who cares?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
And you know when she's got her own house when she's older and she's needing shelves put up or something, or
Yeah,
she's
she can
needing
do
a
it
full
herself.
refit,
Yeah.
like she can do it herself. Like who
Yeah.
needs a man? That is what we need.
Not
more
her,
men.
anyway, not her.
Literally.
Defo. What advice would you give yourself? Well, what advice would you give to your younger self?
I probably would have like taken different subjects and everything, but like I just didn't know at the time, so I don't know if I could have really changed that.
Just stick at it because it'll get better. Like, it's not the end of the world and it'll be fine eventually. Like, probably got worked up over stuff that really didn't need to get worked up over. Like, such small things.
Yeah.
But you just overthink
Katie's
it.
good at that as well.
Oh, yeah. I think we're all
It
good
must be a
at
Katie
it.
thing.
It must be.
That's definitely a Katie thing. Do you get worked up over small things?
Not as much.
Definitely
we're
a
not
Katie
Katie,
thing.
so we're definitely fine there. Oh well, no, I've actually loved having you here today. It's been good getting to know
Thank
you
you
as
so
well.
much for coming. Thank you for joining us for STEMINIST. You can look at the full programme for Falkirk Science Festival at www.falkirkleisureandculture.org or check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Falkirk Leisure and Culture.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.